we do this? I guess we are doing this. Always look for the red light. The red light is going. On today's podcast, usual suspects, Chad Shank and Greg Chaley. Joby's here. Tom Konopka's here. Kenny's here. Bingo wanders in and out, as do her parents, until they catch wind of the thick waft of cigarette smoke. I try to smoke outside when it's just a hangout night, but podcast night, nah, it's going to be fucking smoky. But thanks for the baked potatoes. We do have we're going to have a cooking segment coming up, or a bartending segment.
Either one.
Yeah, a little bar rescue. Adam Didier from Wisconsin, who's in jail for some offense that's alcohol related, has sent us a recipe for prison hooch that Chad Shank will share with you later in the podcast.
Wisconsin style prison hooch, to be precise.
Wisconsin style.
Cheese.
That style.
Cheese, yeah. So where do we start? Sky candy. I want to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You know, I have a tendency, since the whole bingo episode has gone on, to feel bad occasionally and have moments of empathy, and maybe I should be a nicer person. And I had a couple of those with the hashtag Sky Candy. If you didn't hear the last podcast, the morning local weather guy, he also does noon times, I've found, Jeff Beamish.
He's probably blocked you on Twitter.
Yeah, he has. He has blocked me.
No, I was talking to everybody listening.
I'll kill a termite.
Yeah.
I've watched since I can remember moving here. At some point, I realized that local news makes you happy. It's not like watching Wolf Blitzer and breaking news. Your whole life is going to fucking fall apart. You watch a local news, and it's so goofy, and with the bad cheeseball segues, and very, what do they call that, where I can get a hold of you. I said this.
Accessible?
Accessible. They seem very accessible. Like you could go down and talk to them, like you can do with the Bisbee mayor. And I remember tweeting something at Jeff Beamish a few years ago, and he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Doug Stanhope watches our show." And then I said, "Well, it's really Anchorman-like," which I probably came off the wrong way, where they're fucking complete goofballs and ridiculous, but it's just like the movie Anchorman. And then he stopped responding to my tweets when I tried to set him up with Bingo's sister, Bango, the third sister, who is also a meteorologist. And she's like, "I'll go out with him." She's an old spinster. And, oh, wait, he's married. She looked him up. She was all for it. He never responded. So then I torture him about little things. So he has the hashtags, "Hey, tweet me with your local weather-related picture at Jeff Beamish with the hashtag Sky Candy." And so last podcast, I implored you to just send the most hideous pictures.
Oh, it was bad. Oh, my God, it was bad.
I
To
actually
the hashtag Sky Candy at Jeff Beamish. And I remember the first morning waking up, seeing the first few, and I was in fucking tears. I know you'd find horrific shit.
I actually look at pictures now and I judge whether that is actually Sky Candy worthy. We just did a Near the Wild podcast where it was a moose jumping over fences and like ripping open their guts because it's a Gothic style fence, and it's like they've outlawed these fences in Anchorage. And I'm looking at him going, I don't know. That's not really. He's hobbled at the ankles.
Chaley walked away gagging at some of the pictures you guys put out. And the best part was, and I think it was Tom Konopka, where I had to like go back and go, wait, you got to read what they wrote as the caption. "Hey, ad Jeff Beamish, caught this from my porch outside of Page, Arizona at sunrise." Mutilated bodies from a Mexican drug cartel mass murder.
Or, "Hey, Jeff Beamish, I hear there's showers in the future, and there'll be a picture of the Holocaust, like Auschwitz or whatever."
Is it forecast call for rain, and it's some guy holding a monkey or a sloth over his head while it pisses in his mouth?
Yeah. Those are. While I was laughing hysterically browsing the hashtag Sky Candy, my wife informed me that joke was probably more mean than funny, and I had no logical logical argument against it. I fucking was like, yeah, I think you might be right. That was pretty fucking mean.
As it went on,
it was hilarious still.
I just seriously like bawling, heaving by myself, laughing, looking at the Sky Candy hashtag. And then, I got blocked. And at one point I said, all right, because I didn't post any bad pictures. I just told everyone to. And I posted, hey, as much as I've laughed at this, let's lay off Jeff Beamish and the Sky Candy hashtag. We had our fun. And someone tweeted back, well, all of us got blocked anyway. And so then I checked and I went, oh, fuck, he blocked me too. Fuck that asshole. Hashtag Sky Candy back in full effect.
That was one of the most hilarious things to me is because I did one picture and was blocked immediately. Like, he was hovering over the hashtag Sky, and then it was days later, and people were like, as soon as I sent something, I got blocked. And I was like, for days, this poor guy was hovering over the hashtag the same way I was, only not laughing hysterically, but blocking every single person.
I was about to make the mistake of saying, he probably had someone at KVOA. Shit.
Like an intern or something?
Yeah, doing the blocking.
Sure.
But that's the same way when people email me and go, I know Doug Stanhope's not reading this, but can you tell him, like, I have a guy that looks at my email? No, I just ignore all of them. If it's for business, Brian gets it. But I don't have a guy, and neither does Jeff Beamish.
Yeah.
He sat there with his big bulbous light bulb head, the same way I have my big alien head, going, I can't believe they're destroying my Sky Candy.
I considered making another Twitter account just so I could see if he ever addressed it, because I was so curious. Like, if he was stop using Sky Candy because assholes hijacked it. I don't know what people do.
You want to go in fresh.
Yeah, I don't know what people do in that situation. So now I'm curious.
They did,
but I'm blocked.
after it went
Joke's
into
on me.
effect. The 2 days after, I watched both. I recorded both the morning and noontime news with Jeff Beamish, and now he just says, "Keep your pictures coming to my Facebook or my Twitter. No more hashtag Sky Candy." I don't know if they could get sued for that. Like,
For what?
Like, you told me to go to hashtag Sky Candy. I saw a 600-pound man fucking a dog. There was some bestiality.
Really?
I think maybe if they continue to promote it after assholes have hijacked it, maybe they can have some culpability. But I don't. Right? If they drop
maybe
it,
it was
once,
a sweating
once we
lawyer.
fucking ruined it.
Maybe it was a sweating personal injury attorney blocking everyone. Oh my God!
There was a memo. And Beamish definitely had a quick word, Jeff, to the station manager. Definitely, I worked on the lowest rated news station in Anchorage for a little while.
Congratulations, Julie.
Those fuckers take it so serious. This is the worst rated station in Anchorage. That is.
I did the AVN Awards thinking they'd all have a sense of humor about it because they're the lowest ranked actresses. But no, they took it real fucking serious too, and it was no fun. But you know what? And then as everything comes back to bite you, someone fucked with our eBay yard sale, making up fake accounts and just jacking up bids. And if you bid on something in the eBay yard sale and it went up times 3,000, don't worry. Those people are being weeded out in strong ways. And Kelly, who's doing the eBay part of it, will get back to you. If you were a runner-up and you had a reasonable bid, she'll get back to you. eBay's evidently a giant fucking weeping cunt. It's kind of like the ones you posted on hashtag SkyKiller. About protecting the sellers. So it's being worked out. If you are a runner-up, she'll get back to you once the fucking driftwood is floated.
If it went from $95 to $3,395, the $95 guy, pretty safe you're going to get that item.
And everyone who did win and got your stuff and paid, thank you very much. It was another huge success. And in times like these, small successes are admired. Huge successes are fucking welcomed with a red carpet.
That was some fast shipping you guys did, because I just saw a picture today of a guy wearing the blue wig already, and I was like, holy shit.
I didn't see
that's
that.
not me.
Yeah.
That's not me. That guy's a super fan, Killer Termite. I think his name's Mark.
Yeah, I remember you
Steers?
said some stuff.
I don't know his last name.
All right.
But yeah, it's,
He's wearing the Killer Termite shirt and or he's got his patch, Killer Termite's patch.
Nice.
Available at DougStanhope.com. And the blue wig. And yeah, he's the fourth bingo.
I also wore that wig.
Bungo.
For just when auditions were going on, but I didn't look very good in the wig. So
Speaking of, I just when I said that the driftwood will float, I forgot Tom Konopka, who's now going to be a Bisbeeite.
yeah,
Back, if you have not bought and read Digging Up Mother, Tom Konopka and I, the original fools in telemarketing, chopping wood. What is it? When people would throw bogus sales up on the board that
Just throwing up wood.
throwing up wood.
Throwing up wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I never remembered that expression until I just said
So they-
driftwood will float.
They'd say they got a lead to buy something, and then they'd put a mark,
Write it up,
ring the bell.
knowing that verification that won't float.
Yeah.
Buck and Glenn, Gary Glenn Ross.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
The, what's the old couple? Did you watch the whole thing?
I
with
forgot, yeah.
Jack Lemmon has that old couple that always strokes them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was wood.
Yeah, solid wood. Yeah,
Wood
just
floats.
getting completely stroked. And they were convinced that it was something. Well, they're doing
Well,
it really.
the salesman
Yeah.
knew it was bullshit,
Yeah, they know
but they
it's
needed
bullshit.
their fucking numbers on the
Yeah.
board.
just for the day.
Yeah,
That's
all.
fucking wood. You're throwing wood on the board. Fuck you. That'll never verify.
You didn't throw wood.
No, there's a couple that you go, nah, let's just
Balsa wood.
throw spaghetti at the
A
wall.
little spaghetti, yeah. No, but you click back with all the good wood. Yeah.
Back when you could get wood.
Yeah. Hey, he's talking to you, Doug.
So Konopka's a regular now.
Irregular.
Irregular.
And irregular, regular.
And so, yeah, I don't know if you have any reflections on that.
I have reflections. My first reflection is to say thank you so very much, Mr. Douglas Stanhope. And all the boys and gals here. It is an
We
honor
haven't
to
done
be on the
anything with
stage.
Tom other than bring him out to fucking Sierra Vista for Bingo's therapy sessions.
It was also an honor.
What day is it?
I don't even know what day it is. You let me decompress. I appreciate
Sure,
it.
we've been over this territory, but still, no one knows what
No
day it
reference.
is.
They were asking, I still don't know. Is today Friday?
Today is
It
Friday.
is Friday.
Trash
you asked
went
me
out.
earlier. Trash went out.
went
Yeah,
out.
there's a few reasons I remember shit, especially during football season.
Yeah.
there's fights tomorrow, so I know that today is Friday.
right.
But that doesn't happen every Friday, so yeah, I
that's
usually
good.
don't know
And
what
Bingo
Friday
doesn't
is.
take out the trash, watch football, or watch fights. She has no reason to know what day it is. And you know, this was the best. I tweeted this, the short version. Speech therapy, which is the important one right now. And her vocal cords are fucked. But speech therapy is more, as much about speech as cognitive skills, memory. So they'll ask her shit like what day it is. And then they'll tell her 5 things. Potato, basketball, car, house. Now I'm going to ask you later on to remember those 5 things. So see how many of those 5 things you can remember.
That's what they do in psyche vals. When I just had to go for my most recent one, they do the exact same thing.
Like you're completely retarded. I wish Bingo was out here for this.
And I failed the what day is it today? As a matter of fact.
Me and mom were watching the speech therapist because a lot of it you go, how much of this can we do on our own?
Yeah.
Medicare doesn't have to pay for shit if it's that fucking simple. Grandma's home remedies. Oh yeah, there's Bingo. We're just talking about Chad Shank says when he does psych evals, they do the same shit that
Bingo.
they do to you. Can you memorize these 5 things? So me and mom tried to remember. Yes, you do have speech therapy tomorrow.
They want to know if they need to take me for you.
3:15, they said they were going to take you.
Okay.
So they do the same thing to Chad Shank, baby. She's in a miserable mood. So me and mom
was
tried
it.
to remember the 5 things, and we both got 3 out of 5.
I listened to it. I was lost immediately. Oh, my God. Such irrelevant things. Really.
I try to I at this point I've went through enough of those that I know what that is when they're like, I'm going to say 4 things to you or however many things, and then and then just keep them in your head, and then they'll ask you a series of other questions before they ask you to do those. I usually don't care about the other ones, and I get they have one where you count backwards from 100 by 7.
Oh, Christ.
And I just quit immediately. I'm just like, I'm out. I have no.
I'm out.
I count back. I count on my hands for 2 turns so they can see that I showed some effort, and then I'm just like, I'm done. If you ask me to fucking count backwards by 7 from 100 anymore, I'm going to choke you.
Well, it progresses, and they ask Bingo. They're doing 4th grade math problems, and they say, "Okay, you have $100, and you go to the store." You buy a dozen apples for $3, and then you buy a tricycle for $20. How much money did you spend? They could say, well, it's 20 plus 3, which you would get, but you throw in the $100 and the dozen. So there is a system they have. There is a reason for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It did confuse her, but it didn't confuse her so much that when they said, what's 20 plus 3? She goes, I don't know. I use Stanhope's money.
That was so funny. We were laughing.
Completely
That was
fell
so funny.
I think
my
it's
God.
I think it's purely coincidence that a dozen eggs and a tricycle is something that Bingo would actually buy at the store.
But that's the thing, where they ask her, point to the pictures of how to make an omelet. Which of the pictures would you use? And you go, Bingo doesn't make an omelet, but she might buy a tricycle. You have a 3rd grade question that seems inappropriate, that for Bingo, well, quite appropriate. Yeah. You buy some weird fucking wandy dealy boppers that shake around on your head that a 3rd grader would wear at a birthday party. Oh, yeah, she has a lot of those.
I know it's too late to insert it. The Nyborgs. The Nyborgs. Harriet blah blah Nyborg.
That's
There it is.
Glengarry Glen Ross,
Yes.
one of the many movies. If you didn't watch, then you cancel, block yourself from my Twitter.
I haven't seen
Watch
it.
Glengarry Glen Ross.
We'll watch it, brother.
I just watched it.
Oh, it's a
I
must.
have it in my list because you said to watch it before,
Oh.
but I have not watched it yet.
You will love it, brother.
So much of it is like the telemarketing we did, a whole different class of sales.
Yeah.
But so much of the nomenclature
Absolutely.
is the same.
Oh, absolutely. The
That
persona.
fucking always be closing, all
All
that
that.
bullshit. It was, yes. All right, what else? I got. Do you have shit? We gotta fucking talk about Sal Vulcano.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking so great.
Well, here, I don't know if you've all read it, but I got, it was someone sent, it's the Church of Heavy Metal
Oh,
out
yeah.
of Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, there it
Kenny,
is.
your hometown.
There it is,
The
Kenny.
worst city in America as far as getting booked there.
Heavy Metal Church.
Yeah. Show them the pamphlet. Show them the booklet.
Dayton, Ohio.
Do I have
Yep,
that?
Dayton, Ohio, Kenny's
Some of the
hometown.
madman.
So someone sent me fan mail for Marilyn Manson.
Right.
I heard you know Marilyn Manson. This goes back to the Man Show days where Joe Rogan wouldn't respond to stalker email. So they'd start emailing me, hey, can you print off this email and post it to Joe Rogan's door? Well, we share a door, lady. It's not that big a production. He's on Fear Factor with his own. So now, in this week, I got Marilyn Manson email from the Church of Heavy Metal Church from Dayton, Ohio. Hey, heard you know Manson. He's mentioned in our pamphlet. I'm not the leader. Brian is the leader.
Brian is the leader.
It's just so cult written. And we're praying
The hell right out of you.
Yeah, praying the hell out
They're
of you.
going to pray the hell right
Something.
out of you. Oh, Christ. Oops.
Yeah, it's so obviously when the Johnny Depp lawsuit came out, I get a lot of emails. Tell Johnny I'm psychically connected to him. Really? How come you're never psychically connected to a fucking homeless dude?
Yeah.
Oh, they told me to help you out. Oh no, they told. Oh no, it's Johnny Depp. Sorry.
Or a producer who can greenlight something. Why bother Johnny?
Yeah.
So yeah, in this week I got the Marilyn Manson T-shirt. Hey, thanks for the T-shirt. Heavy Metal Church in Dayton, Ohio. And then I got an email from some hot-looking chick who knows how to pose hot.
Yes.
Obviously has kids.
Selfie pose or
Oh, the one with the tats bent over the.
Yeah. She's got all sorts of tats, and but you can tell if you've ever been to a titty bar. She's got
Never.
pictures. The text says,
If you've ever been to a titty bar, he just said that.
when they're
There's a bunch
dressing,
of people listening to this podcast that have never been to a titty bar, probably.
But if you know how they try to dress around the stretch marks,
Oh yeah,
that's what I meant.
I've seen them with bustiers.
So this chick, she starts out the whole email about how she doesn't have a lot of money, but she includes all these slutty pictures of her bent over a Lamborghini, but she's bent so her back is arched so badly she's trying to hide stretch marks.
Stretching
Then the
it out.
next picture, she's beside a Cessna that has no wing, and she has like roller derby garb. But the pants are like old 1950s wrestling pants that are up to her ribs,
Over the navel. Yeah.
her rib cage,
Almost up to the ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, how come you didn't share this with me? This is hilarious.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Well, I
There's
did,
all different levels of,
hang on. I did send it to Sal only because she said, "Hey, I'm a huge fan of the Impractical Jokers. I never heard of you till Sal,
Oh, listen.
till Sal did the vodka thing, which I don't think I've actually followed up on."
You haven't talked.
Okay, well, we'll
Yeah,
get to that. I love the Impractical Jokers, especially Sal and Murr. I live in San Diego. Again, I don't have a lot of cash. I want to do the meet and greet, but if you could just tell them I want to meet them, here's some pictures of me. And then there's all these pictures of her trying to hide her flaws.
Trying to make a cummerbund look sexy.
Like a cummerbund.
Trying to
Yeah.
make a cummerbund look sexy.
Yeah.
Next time, grab the mic when you get a fucking ace in the hole like that, Joby.
Cummerbund. Oh my God.
And then at the bottom, I know I'm out of my mind for thinking you'll even read this, but blah, blah, blah. I would just love to meet one or both of them. I would even love to meet Joe Gatto.
oh no.
She
Even
completely
Joe.
dismisses Q from the entire equation.
Cute. That's not right.
So I only forwarded that to Sal so he could bust Quinn's balls.
Oh, fuck that.
She would even settle
For
for Joe Gatto. Q doesn't even come into the whole gambit.
Well, that was what the whole thing was, that Sal said that he would, on Twitter.
Sal put on Twitter, hey, as you know, he did a screenshot of like an open letter. As you all know, Bingo is recovering from an injury. He left a nebulous, and any one of I will make a personal phone call to any one of my fans who sends a case of cheap vodka to Doug Stanhope's address. Put out my address. If you Google search Doug Stanhope's address, my address is the first thing that comes
First
up.
three.
212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603.
85603. Oh, we're not
So-
doing that anymore?
No.
So he said, I will, and he
have
has,
memos.
the Impractical Jokers have the weirdest fan base. It's like, there's like all sorts of 16-year-old girls. They get so many, and I never thought of that. Dane Cook had that fan base, and that made sense. But the Impractical Jokers, like, am I weird for loving that show?
No.
It's
just a wide
it's a
demo.
weird thing, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
It's a
because I
wide
learned the
demographic.
same thing because following that post, whenever Sal did that, and I would, but I'm too young. I'm only 16, and you're like, wow,
The
there's
hashtag
and
is
a lot
vod-
of those people.
Yeah, hashtag is vodka for bingo. And I was immediately struck by the amount of people that are posting the billing shipping labels. And then when I kept going, there's 3 times as many going, I'd love to, but I'm too young to buy alcohol from some girl.
You don't usually shoulder tap for a case of vodka.
Holy shit! I
Excuse
wanted,
me, sir.
I wanted to tweet a reply, but I didn't know how to make it so that it would be viewed as a joke. Like, can one of the lesser known people that Doug knows volunteer to call people for mixers? Because we're just going to be stuck with a bunch of
that would be
vodka in
Quinn.
the fun house.
Yeah.
But now I hear, so it
No,
might
no,
be.
that we say that.
Might be
Hey, Quinn, can you get us some club soda? And not the cheap, we can deal with cheap vodka, but we need the good club soda in the little
glass.
10-ounce bottles. Schweppes or Canada Dry. It
No
makes all the
plastic.
difference.
The glass makes
Maybe
a
you
difference.
can text message people for some cranberry juice.
Yeah, 16-year-old girls get all sorts of urinary tract infections when they're pretending they're not fucking. Send some of that cranberry juice to 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603. Send it to us.
I guess we are doing that.
Unopened jars only.
Right.
So you've got, you said some came in already, right? There's a bottle right there next to you?
Blue one.
The first case came in today. It was 6, but it was handles. A handle for you 16-year-old girls who are now just following me because I know Johnny Depp and Sal.
I was pretty happy. I got to carry it across the threshold. The
Yes,
very first-
Tom Konopka got to
was
sign
it.
for the first thing. That's
What
the
a
thing.
fucking honor,
UPS knows us. They know to drop shit inside the door, but if it's booze, you have to sign for it. So someone's going to have to be here.
Yeah, and not intoxicated according to the label. So that was a
Oh,
shoe-in
yeah.
for
Oh,
me.
oh,
I'm
that's
good
right.
during the day.
One of the things,
There aren't many that can do it.
I don't know if you were
At
there.
night, I'm fucked.
There was in the brain rehab, there was they gave us a bunch of shit, and someone's thumbing through it and sees how to deal with brain
From the
injury
doctor,
people.
from the doctor.
And one of the first things was no guns or power tools. So it's kind of like that, where
was like that.
Konopka goes to get the FedEx of booze, and it says you cannot deliver this to an obviously intoxicated person.
Which I wasn't. I just got done running, so.
Well, Hedberg's joke. The FedEx man is a drug dealer and doesn't even know it. Yeah, do you think he's also a bouncer or a bartender? I can't overserve you, sir.
Sorry, sir. I've flagged you as a red stage. I'm going to have to, I can offer you water or coffee or a ride home. I am home.
I am home, exactly.
Yeah, Konopka was joking that's the only reason we brought him down here was to
That's
have
it.
a designated
I figured it out
male guy.
immediately. Yeah, that's it. Get him to bring that frick.
That is some far out front thinking for a drunk.
Thank
to
you.
order a case of liquor, and it will be there right when I'm just peaking or coming down from being drunk the night before.
Yeah.
Never saw it on Intervention.
No.
Designated male guy. Oh my God. I'm going to be so shaking in 7.5 days. I'm going to need a case of
Get the 12. Get the 12.
Just get your forklift license now, Konopka.
I'm making up
around,
for it
man.
right now. It's
the
okay.
Costco alcoholic. Oh, if I buy in bulk.
Yes.
I'm a huge alcoholic, but I'm also very cheap.
I got the forklift license. Absolutely.
You're all set.
Yeah, I'm set. I'm ready, brother.
Stanhope knew what was going on.
He's a
The big
smart-
trucks only unload on
he's-
Black Knob. They can't get up Van Dyke.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Actually, they wouldn't come down Black Knob because of the shipment for Halloween.
A big truck couldn't come up either fucking road in Bisbee, nor any other road that's nearby.
I had to meet the guy in like an Old Dominion freight truck out in front of Alco, the now closed in the shopping center, in the
I'm
parking,
familiar with the parking lot of Alco.
and unload body parts in front of 2 cop cars.
Familiar with unloading body parts in the parking lot of Alco. Oh, that was a horrible callback.
Chad, you got to,
Me?
yeah.
Oh, boy. I got nothing.
Nothing.
We've got the
Joby.
We got a
we got the segment coming up. I don't know if you want to do that
cooking
after the
thing
break.
coming up.
Joby's back. Yeah, we'll do that.
I feel bad bitching about my life around you guys because Joby, like, my mom already died. Joby's dealing with mom's got a fucking not dead yet, and my wife's not recovering from a traumatic brain injury. So I feel bad bitching about my life around you guys. So it's really nice.
That's a good
hanging out
distraction
here
when you bitch about your life.
with you guys.
This segues from or to nothing, but I just remembered this today because it reminded me to get my lumpfish caviar. I like the buck. It's $6 for a little thing, but occasionally I like my lumpfish caviar with hummus on a thin cracker.
This is the Amazon pantry purchase, right?
Yeah,
It's not,
but
there's not. You're not going to some boutique and getting lumpfish.
Hennigan, you know Hennigan, he doesn't know how to be nice.
Subtle, discreet.
He doesn't know how to.
He does, but I mean, he
care.
doesn't exercise it often.
Well, no, but like he came out a couple times during the month of bingo in a coma or out of a coma, kind of. And he came out and he actually went to the hospital, which he hates. He actually tried to show humanity. And the last time he came out, she's in the brain trauma rehab. And he went to Trader Joe's do you need anything? And I go, we're doing night shift, so we can't get food. There's no cafeteria at that place. I go, just any kind of snacks. You know what I like? And I like lumpfish caviar, which in the UK is a regular thing you can find in shops. And so he was at Trader Joe's, and he kept asking them about, do you have like caviar? And this guy kept bringing him around. Well, if it's anywhere to be here, and he's back and forth across all the Trader Joe's trying to help him, and Brian's trying to beg out of it. Oh, it's all right. It's okay. No, hang on. Let's try one more place, and that back to the other side. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. And then Brian's in line at Trader Joe's, and the guy runs up to him, and he said, I found it. And it's a little, whatever, 2-ounce jar, 4-ounce jar, a little tiny jar like you would get, Dijon mustard, on a room service tray.
Yeah. Like
jar.
like a shot glass
spoonful,
size.
Yeah. And Brian's like, oh, thank you very much. And they scan it. It's $87.
Oh, shit.
Brian felt like too much of a douchebag for making this guy run all around the store so
he
much.
bought it?
He just bought it.
Well
He brought it.
played.
Wait a minute. He didn't bring it over to night shift. What did you eat it?
He had the night off that night.
Oh,
He
damn
lost it between the seats. It was this tiny little size of a quarter.
It's still
Oh, I
stuck in
ate
there.
it in front of him. I didn't have hummus or pita chips or thin chips. I don't know. I probably just licked it right out of the fucking.
You just used a plastic C. diff knife. Forked it
That's
right
one
into
thing
your
I
mouth.
did not sell on the eBay auction. Do you remember my underpants when they yelled out Sax? Bingo yelled out Sax underpants when she was just first being able to make words,
Yep.
and randomly yelled out Sax underpants.
In the middle of the night.
I go, do you want to wear my underpants? I didn't have Sax. I had burner underpants in my backpack. Burner socks, burner underpants, things you could throw away. Go ahead.
I know. I just realized what you were talking about. When we went back the next day, your underpants were in a biohazard bag.
Biohazard bag. I still have them in the bag.
Oh no, you did.
I
Take
still
them. I
have-
thought you left them there.
I still have Todd Berry's book that's not even in a biohazard bag. I kept that. Like, fuck it. I don't care if I infect the world. So, but I would have sold the biohazard bag with my underpants that I let Bingo wear with the C. diff. Speaking of C. diff, you talked about something. Tig Notaro's new special.
Oh, it's on Amazon Prime Video. We watched the first 3 episodes last night. After the first one, I'm like, my mouth is open. I know Tracy's crying. I just want to look at her because I might start crying. I'm like, this is pretty fucking intense. Louis C.K. It's 3 arts. It's that whole Horace and Pete, that whole thing that Louis C.K. is doing, and it's dark as a motherfucker. It's One Mississippi. I'm gonna watch the other 3 tonight.
One Mississippi.
It's called One Mississippi.
I watched the first episode of it, and it's fucking dark, funny.
I love Tig.
Listen,
I didn't
fucking love her.
Whenever Henry Phillips had his thing, when we saw that was
The premiere.
the premiere. I didn't really know about Tig Notaro. Then I watched
she was
that.
she was in Henry's new movie.
Henry's movie, and then I saw this was on Amazon, and I watched the first episode, and funny, dark, yeah.
Death, hospitals, because Tig's going through things like, I mean, you're trying to wonder what's real, what's not, kind of in the writing, and it's fucking intense. I mean, and C. diff came up, and I'm like, oh fuck, I know that. Wait a minute, not everyone knows what that is. They're going to develop this, so it was fucking good. But that pilot episode was just like jaw on the ground, going, what the fuck? Yeah.
Nothing like it. It was
Oh,
dark and
wait
funny.
till
All right,
3.
I definitely got to catch up on that. I've been watching holiday stuff, Scrooged, and did I tell everybody on Netflix to watch A Christmas Horror Story on the podcast, or did I only talk about that ad nauseum when I was
saw
drunk
that.
the
That was
last
really
time?
good.
A Christmas Horror Story on Netflix.
It's like 4 stories that kind of merge all together. And
It was
Like happiness.
whenever I watched Trick or Treat for Halloween.
Yeah.
Was a few years back, and I was like, "That's one of my new Halloween movies. I want to watch that during Halloween." And it's like a tradition now. This one's on the list now. A Christmas Horror Story has a good
Bad Santa, Christmas Horror Story, It's a Wonderful Life.
Scrooged.
yeah.
Scrooge.
There's a new one, Uncle Nick with Brian Posehn. I was telling you about that. It's give it a watch.
That's on
it's pretty
Netflix.
good. Yeah, it's creepy, family Christmas. All the bad shit that can happen on a Christmas night, like with family, all the awkward shit. It's amazing.
I'll have to check that one.
It's Video Corner. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, well, we have to. You want to just? What We're at time.
He's
Wanna
got to do his recipe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should do the recipe.
Oh yeah, this is a fantastic recipe.
Well, set it up.
It's Wisconsin style prison hooch.
Adam Didier, I believe, is his name. I get the.
He's in a
envelope
Wisconsin jail, prison.
He's
Jail,
I
I
think he's
think.
written to us before. I think it has to be jail.
Well, listen, one of his ingredients is a Rubbermaid tote. I mean, you don't get that in prison, do you?
What?
I mean, that's
Kenny's yelling. Yeah, I do. Like,
Oh, it might be-
Kenny's been in a lot
you
of
can
prisons.
move bodies in a Rubbermaid tote. They don't have those at fucking commissary, do they? I mean,
I think it might be for you to store your personal effects.
Hang on.
like a Foot Locker.
You can tell us because it's CVCTF. CVCTF in Chippewa Falls. So CVC Correctional something. I got one of the C's
Thanks.
right. Bingo could do better than me at this.
You couldn't get 5 letters right, Doug.
Facility would be the F.
I thought you said CVC.
Oh,
T. I'm guessing.
You're
Oh,
failing.
TF. Okay.
You're about to go back to the
Something-
hospital. You're failing so bad.
Oh, Chippewa
County.
victim.
Victim. They lock up victims in Chippewa
Yes, they
County.
do. Yes,
We're doing this
they
for your
do.
safety.
They fucking do lock up victims.
I believe it. I believe
Fucking
it.
mentally ill. All right.
All right. Are we going back to my recipe?
Yes.
I'm just saying, Adam Didier, he's written us before. I'll give you the address. You can tell him. He said there's a 2-page letter he wrote before he put the prison hooch. This is our cooking segment on the Doug Stanhope podcast. But Adam Didier, convict, I think he got 1 billion DUIs. He talks in the letter about how before he was locked up for, I think, at least a year now, how he had an anklet so he couldn't get laid, and other people told him how to put like cold cuts because the anklet tells you how much alcohol is in your system, so he could either put cold cuts in the thing so that alcohol didn't register, or
he slips it between his skin, his ankle,
Yeah.
and the monitoring.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
or
probably
you could
measuring
just,
sweat.
And here's I wish I had time to read it, but he said something about you just say it's a defective thing, and then you have 2 to 3 days to go on a bender before FedEx has time to bring you a new anklet.
It's the same concept like in the military. If you fail a drug test, if you can contest it, and then you have time to clean up as long as you know you fucked up. Yeah, you just work in the system.
I think that's what they used to. They used to put detergent under your fingernail.
I used to-
and you would dip. You'd pull it out and go right to the urine sample, and there would be a false positive.
In my glove box, I used to keep a little bulb thing. My wife had it from working at the hospital. It was like a bulb in the bottom full of bleach. And they'd say, you got called for a urine test. I'd run over and put it in my underwear, pull it out with your dick, and then just squeeze it and squirt bleach into your thing. And most of the time,
Was it
but
observed?
in jail, it was observed, but they're
Hey, homo, turn around. I'm going to do this.
exactly.
Well, I learned that if you put a copper penny in your asshole, you can pass an AIDS test.
I thought you said a roll of pennies. God damn it.
All right. So Adam Didier,
I enjoyed this recipe very much. I hope everybody else does. I think Adam Didier is pretty fucking funny in jail.
and now cook bartending with Chad Shank via Adam Didier.
Welcome.
Well, I have to give a narrative. It's because otherwise it's just me reading a list of shit. So first you're going to take 16 packs, he says, of single-serving Kool-Aid or the equivalent with sugar, period, not diet. He's being very redundant here to the point that above it there's some parentheses.
Sucralose, I've found sucralose gives me a bit of the runny bottom. Go ahead.
The addendum is
I'll be the Rachel Ray of this.
Parentheses above it with an arrow pointing down to not diet that says no shit. So that's pretty much should tell you.
Oh, I nailed it.
Yeah,
He's heckling himself.
Yes, exactly. So a bag or two of Jolly Ranchers or other candy. So it's pretty vague. You can have whatever's available.
Whoppers
Your
or-
commissary, yeah. 10
Not a
to-
lot of healthy options I learned from that 60 Days In show.
10 to 12 or so oranges. So 10 to 12 or
so.
as many as you can find. I would imagine it's probably hard to get more than 12 oranges in jail. You look like a fucking asshole or somebody who's trying to make
Some
booze.
like hoarder doomsday prepper.
This one,
That's a weird set of anal beads.
It's the first one. Oof.
2 honey buns, preferably Mrs. Freshly's, or some other off-brand shit. But Little Debbie or the like will do. I really like that he prefers Mrs. Freshly's. I'm not...
Or an off-brand over Little Debbie?
He's buying local. He thinks global, buys local.
I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of prisons. Maybe Mrs. Freshly's is a common honey bun.
Little Debbie
We have to
supported the
ask
war
our,
effort.
Prisoner and guard sometime, maybe. 6 slices of bread, preferably a shitty dry white bread, for authenticity. I don't know if that's a racial joke. I don't know. It's funny on a lot of different levels.
He's a snob like the IPA guys at a fucking local brew.
Millennials with their beard and their rolled up jeans.
What do you have local? Mrs. Beardsley, whatever. It is. Mrs. Friendly's.
Friendlies.
This is Freshly's.
Freshlies.
Listen, you can get Little Debbie down the cell block for less, but, up to you. You also need around a gallon or 1.5 gallons of hot water.
Well,
So-
not really sweating the details here.
Well,
a
it's,
gallon and a half.
I assume it's
depends
meant
on the
for
girl.
other people who are in jail. If you're good at following directions, you probably might not be in jail. I don't know. So, garbage bags. You need garbage bags. A Rubbermaid tote, which again I thought was funny because I get, like you said, maybe you
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
like I don't know.
Well, that way
That might be a standard issue. That's
because
where you put your shit
think
in.
of it this way: they have to have somewhere to put their personal effects,
That
and
you
then they
can't
keep
cut
it,
your throat with or
and
make a shank on.
If it's a clear tub,
No
you can
offense.
see
That's true.
through
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
Yeah, and then you don't have
That's
to buy a
true.
dresser or whatever they have to.
All logical. It makes sense to me. You also need a sock, a t-shirt, and toilet paper. Parentheses, or more socks. So, if they're giving you a Rubbermaid tote, hopefully they're giving you more than one sock. But I would rather not use toilet paper. I've read the rest of this, so I'm just spoiler alert. But use more socks. It's like a
Load up on socks.
what do they call it? Life hack.
life
don't use the toilet paper.
Prison hack.
Prison
Yeah,
hack.
yeah, don't use the toilet.
Hang on. Tom just turned to me. If at any point you want to chime in, just grab the mic. That's what
If you put it between
That's
you
what
two,
we do.
but drag it like right to the edge, and then just lean into it.
We're leaning. We're
There
good.
you go. Well, you didn't. You just
Proceed.
you said you're leaning, and you didn't lean.
I'm leaning now.
Tom's being way too polite, but he's also made a huge life change to be here. So I can't bust his balls about anything yet, but we'll wean him into that.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be Wayne.
I was on the same level. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Please continue.
we're now to the also down the side of the paper. He segregated this into ingredients and instructions. He has a lot of time on his hands.
Like
this
on
guy in jail.
recipes.com.
Yeah, it's very good. So now we're to the ingredients, or past the ingredients section into the instructions section. Peel the oranges, smash up the candy, throw into a garbage bag with the hot water and Kool-Aid.
Okay, straightforward.
This sounds good to me. Smash up the oranges in there once the Kool-Aid and candy dissolve. So you're going to re-smash up the oranges maybe. Or maybe it's half the oranges.
I know Joey's thinking the same thing I am. But, dude, why wouldn't you just mix everything and then put it in the fucking bag?
Well,
You
listen,
pop a hole in that bag and you're done.
prison.
You got a Rubbermaid tote. You can mix everything up in that, and then put it in the. Never mind.
The Rubbermaid tote has to be available to hold your socks and underwear for inspection while you hide your gigantic garbage bag of booze in your underwear. I don't know where the fuck you hide it. Okay. Cram the honey buns and bread into the socks. And this is why I said not to use toilet paper, because it just seems, if that's what you're using it for, you're not going to cram stuff into toilet paper.
It's what you have available.
Well, you have socks.
You watch Naked and
If you
Afraid.
can't beat up somebody else and take their socks in jail, you don't need to be drinking.
You might not have socks if you're in
Somebody
Supermax.
has socks. There's socks available.
Says the huge guy. Someone in this room has socks.
Listen, it depends on how much. You obviously want booze a lot if you're
This
doing
might be the Supermax where Timothy McVeigh and the Unabomber were held, where you could hang yourself with socks, or maybe make a David and Goliath slingshot out of socks to kill a guard, dress up as him, Midnight Express style, sneak out, use his skeleton key. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
If you ever get put into a situation like that, immediately when they're trying to take your socks, use your sock to choke at least one motherfucker, because you're dead anyway. So try to just be done with the whole thing right there. What is life if you can't have fucking socks to stuff honey buns into to have some
Socks are the
toilet
most
booze?
important part.
Jesus
Condiments are the most
Christ.
important part of food.
Listen.
Socks are the most important part of your outfit. What did I go to the hospital with? Burner underpants, not Saks underpants, special underpants. Burner underpants that are now in a hazmat bag, and burner socks. Socks and underpants, you're good.
Listen, I didn't say anything when they took my shoelaces because it didn't affect me. But when they came for the socks, how am I? Sorry, that's a fucking cram the honey buns and bread into the socks.
That was perfect.
Tie off. Optional, but it saves on mess later. So I guess, like you said, if you don't have socks, you could just huck your honey buns and your bread right into your Kool-Aid Jolly Rancher water.
And I'm guessing later on they're going to filter through the T-shirt, so then it would just be cleaner.
Hey, listen,
It would just
spoilers.
no, I'm just saying
Really.
it just makes sense. It'd be why strain it like really like a mess later when you could actually put the yeast component in the sock,
Yeah,
in a tea bag. Exactly.
Exactly.
You're not, you're not leaning.
What does
Jody.
this shit taste like ultimately? Has anybody?
We're
is
not
there a
there yet.
review?
We're not there yet.
Tom,
We're
God.
you're
going.
drinking it now.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
I thought that.
Hey, give me my sock back when you finish that drink.
It's my sock.
Throw the socks or baked goods into the soup. Gently, loosely tie off the liquid-filled shit bag, and
Shit bag.
and throw it in the Rubbermaid bin. So you got your shit bag tied off loosely for expansion. I'm assuming,
Yeah, there
Oh,
will.
yeah.
and then you put it in your.
Gonna,
I only-
Off gassing from the yeast.
Yes.
ferment.
Very gaseous.
I feel like I know this the way I know MMA moves because Joe Rogan's talked about it. I know because a prison dude already told us fucking basically this whole story on a podcast already, but this one's more detailed and written down. So, oh, sorry. Fill the bin with hot ass water and wait around. Wait around twice or so per day. Untie the bag and release the gas. I'm told you can huff the shit for a ghetto whippet buzz, but cannot say for certain.
My God.
Because you're not.
tried it yet.
Well, because he's not ghetto. He's a Stanhope fan, and
Listen, he knows.
ghetto people means black people, which means they haven't caught on yet. Not saying black people aren't smart enough to get my humor.
He's not saying that. However,
Keep an eye. Oh wait, keep the water hottish, and an eye, and then hottish, and then there's an arrow like for over. You know, instead of writing over at the bottom, you know that you can flip it over. On the bag. Wait, hold on.
Cooking pruno with
Keep the
Chad
water
Shank.
hottish and an eye on the bag. There you go. In about a week.
Gotta keep your eye on the bag.
In about a week, the bubbling will slow. Usually 8 to 9 days should be good. Strain
Like
the
the
rest
first time I
through a
got herpes.
t-shirt.
Hold on. You guys talked over each other.
Never mind.
I think I've been talking over people for a while. I got drunk at some point halfway through this thing.
No, he was going to say something funny, but you were
No, I just
reading
said-
the instructions.
Never repeat the
Sorry for blocking
Yeah,
the
never.
funny.
You're fine.
Fuck.
That's your
that was
job.
fun.
I'll try it again.
Go back to strain.
Oh, strain the rest through a t-shirt. So there's where you're
Yeah,
straining
yeah.
through your drink, vomit, toilet, repeat. So,
There it is.
I think that
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump
discusses-
in.
Stole that
Yeah.
off the bottle.
One batch gets 4 incarcerated drunks in a festive mood. But this is after months of forced sobriety. Maybe make a double batch. Or don't. Either way. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nicely done.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers. Cheers.
Adam Didier.
I like
Adam Didier.
I like that he thought that we were going to make a batch of this when there's cases of vodka flowing in here.
So
I'm totally-
should you take a picture
There
of
has
both
to
sides
be-
and post it?
No, I'll put the recipe online. But I'm
Okay.
definitely going to make that.
Yeah,
will.
it'd be great to actually
But-
take a photo of this, though.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Hang
Listen,
on.
my grandpa made wine in a legitimate wine making way. And that shit tastes like whiskey, and I don't want to drink any of that shit. I'm afraid I have it in my refrigerator. I'll bring it over if you guys want to drink it.
Yeah, you
But
can get rid
this
of it.
stuff
When you're in
is
jail, hang on. When you're in jail, taste is not really an issue.
Effect.
It's the effect. Thank you,
I guess so.
Jaylee. But before Kenny chimes in with his notes as a connoisseur of jailhouse wine, I want to please write to Adam Didier, Didier, number 540915, 540915, and it's at CVCTF 2909 East Park Ave, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, 54729. That's Adam Didier. Tell him that we read his
Write him nice shit. He's fucking stuck in jail drinking horrible fucking booze out of a garbage bag.
Sock booze.
Sock booze, Kenny.
I have a
Kenny's
question.
here. Kenny for mayor. You didn't make mayor. David
No.
Smith beat you.
That's okay. I think I got 20 votes, maybe more. I don't know.
Good.
But anyways, I have a question about the socks. If you don't get the socks on the first day that inmate is in, isn't it going to taste like feet?
We've established taste is not the important
That's
thing.
how they age it.
Oh, okay.
CVCTF is Chippewa Valley Correctional Treatment Facility.
treatment facility.
I told you it was a booze
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
Fucking Adam. Hey, thanks, Adam.
They're treating him.
Maybe you can
He
listen
actually
to
put
us.
that in the
He
letter.
could probably listen to us.
He said that joke writes itself when he talked about I'm in a treatment quote facility. This joke writes itself, and it does. If you're a listener of ours, you know it's all fucking bullshit.
Hashtag Sky Candy.
That's another reason why he can get away with making this hooch in jail, because you don't get 7 days in a row without getting your cell searched in jail. I don't think.
Regular jail.
Regular jail.
Chad, have you been in jail?
Only overnight. I'm way too smart.
Shit, they
for
search your
jail.
cell. They search your cell overnight.
I've gotten away with things that I should be in prison for. I'm not going to jail.
I just watch jail shows.
Hand me the envelope.
Kanopka, you been in jail?
Never.
Never. I did.
No. I think I might be
went
too
to jail
smart.
for about 2 to 4 hours when I was 17.
Yeah, overnight for assault, maybe 2 or 3 times is all I've ever done.
I did 3 hours for laughing at my friend berating a cop.
I've got the jail time here. I've done 3 days.
All right. Jaylee, no. Well, no one knows Tracy's story over there. She's probably done hard time.
Wait, you just assume I haven't been to jail?
Yeah.
Yep.
No. Certainly not. Certainly not.
Assumes that I haven't either.
Right.
I don't know.
I didn't ask
Joby's
Joby.
been trying to grab the microphone a couple times.
I was held down in Mexico for a month.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
yeah. Like they took away the visas and held us down there for like 35
In a
days.
jail?
Shit.
Fuck.
No, not in jail.
Just can't leave
my
town?
first night was in jail, but after that,
All right, so you did a night in jail. But
Well,
Mexico,
you did a month, but he did a month in Mexico, which beats all of our 3 days in jail.
Wait, how far?
Hennigan actually drunk booked a vacation at Christmas about 3 years ago that he had to continue through with, where he hated it like it was jail and it was a hotel with a pool, but it's like, I can't wait to get out of here. But he's so cheap that he wouldn't leave. All right, I got to do thank yous. Ties and pants. Someone sent me. I don't know if I already thanked you. Someone sent me this fucking bag of ties that are the greatest ties. I haven't even opened them yet. We're so beyond like when I'll catch up with fucking dumb outfits. But you sent me 2 pairs of pants and a bag of ties. Oh shit! Someone sent Bingo this Jesus Christ. It's a crystal, but you light it up. It's like a hologram. Some book she'll never read. Who sends Bingo a 1,200-page fucking book?
It's like War and
She can't
Peace.
read a greeting card and keep her attention span. But I appreciate someone sent coffee.
That's coffee from Jamaica.
That's Marley coffee.
Oh,
sent
wait,
to-
hang on.
Stir it
Listen to Kanopka. Listen to Chaley
It's
knows.
Marley coffee,
Yes.
grown and produced and roasted in Jamaica, sent to Great Britain, and then shipped to Bisbee. The carbon footprint on that cup of fucking Joe is amazing. And it's Guy Wilmot who he buys stuff off. I recognize him as a customer and a frequent tweeter and
Is
stuff.
that fucking great?
Good guy.
There it is.
This is what we've got. Not only did Sal Volcano from # True Jokers, the Impractical Jokers, This is what we've gotten so far. Christmas lights, flask tie, dump Trump toilet paper, some weird onesie, a bullhorn, play sand. This is what he sent to Bingo. Music box, a pill bottle koozie, a chia Trump. It's a Trump head it's a chia pet Trump head, a coloring book, and there's more stuff coming just from him. Everyone who sent vodka because of Sal Vulcano, thank you. I think we're going to have to make it on the next Impractical Jokers. Oh, maybe we do a GoFundMe to get the entire podcast to fuck up that next cruise. The next cruise.
Yeah.
What?
Book tickets for the next Impractical Jokers cruise. I will all be there.
Yeah, we can
Hang on.
podcast. Podcast from the cruise. That's a feature.
Thomas.
I would look like less of a dick than our Sky Candy adventure to my wife if I got to take her on a cruise. That's for sure.
I don't know if that's possible.
Your wife is fucking incredible. She was such a great part of the Bingo recovery. Thomas R. Williamson, attorney at law in Durango, Colorado, sent us a movie that we really enjoy. I've enjoyed it. No one else here has seen it. I won't mention the name of it. It's not a porno, but it's dark comedy. Happiness. Fuck it. I'll say Happiness.
We'll put it
was out in theaters.
We'll put it in the van for the next tour.
Durango, Colorado. If you need an attorney, go to Thomas R. Williamson, attorney at law on 11th Street. You know where that is? It's south of 10th. It's east of 9th.
East of A.
Yeah, whatever. And that's it for me. Tom Konopka, I taught him a little Twitter information. Hey, you can cut our names out of it if you want to chat. We'll start busting Tom's balls as soon as he's fucking situated. He's good for ball busting. He
better
probably
bust.
feels awkward. Oh, yeah, no, you're
There's a
getting,
slight awkwardness.
Everyone gets
That's
ball
a good
busting.
awkwardness.
Wait, hey, Tom, do you got any plugs, any appearances this week?
No plugs and appearances. I'm going to be at Stanhope's Funhouse. That's a good start.
Taking out the trash on Thursday night?
Yeah, is it Thursday? I
Yeah,
just took some
Thursday
out
night.
today. Yeah. Some
Walk
clothes,
the dogs.
cleaning
You can
clothes,
walk the dogs. No one can do that.
dishes, and signing for the
no,
FedEx.
walk the dogs.
No?
Just walk the dogs. That's it. I think that's it. I'm drunk as shit.
Yeah. Drunk as fuck.
Is that it?
Nothing. Oh, who died? Joby. Craig Sager.
Craig Sager.
Oh,
I had him as a solo
Fucking
pick for
asshole.
the last 2 years. Held on to him.
Yep.
Doug Stanhope, Celebrity Death Pool. Joby is
Yep.
the guy who
Follow
runs
us at
that.
Stanhope CDP, Celebrity Death Pool. We need to, sometime in the next couple of weeks, we'll do a
We're
podcast
gonna be
about.
so
yeah,
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
We've
even
gotta-
looked it
we've
up.
gotta
for
do a
this year. We
podcast
gotta
about
get-
Death
I gotta
Pool.
get
You're
on
gonna
it.
beat us so bad, other people.
So,
Solid. I got a
No, he's
solid
out for
second
next
place.
Well, keep it to yourself.
Fuck you. You're in what, fourth?
Oh no! I thought you had a pick.
No.
I'm sorry.
right.
I'm drunk.
For this
All right.
this season.
Let's
I'm
move
just saying.
around.
Yeah.
Let's kill this podcast
Well, I
and
thought
move
we
around.
were already.
All right, for me and Tracy and Castle Rock Kenny and Konopka and Joby and what's that guy's name? The big guy, Chad Shank, and that other guy that doesn't. He only has one job. He screws it up all the time. Chaley, thank you.
I love you, Douglas.
I love all of you, and we'll close it out with. Party time, the Metoys.
Party time, party time, party time, drink your drinks and eat your eats, it's party time. Laugh your laughs and eat your eats, it's party time. Smile your smiles and do your blues, it's party time. Dance your dance and shoe your shoes, it's party time. Howl your howls and suck your socks, it's party time. Yeah. Oh baby, grab your craps and fuck your fucks, it's party time. Grab your craps and fuck your fucks, it's party time. Everybody, grab your craps and fuck your fucks, it's party time. One more. party time, party time, party time, party time, party time. Hey, party time, yeah.